How to fix your life. I've been going through a lot of crazy things that have happened in the last few years. Won't go into it. You can look at my other YouTube channels if you want to find out that type of stuff. But how do you fix your life? Right now, I'm currently living with a family member, and I am trying to rebuild my life. And I have some simple ideas that'll help you out. Sorry if I'm not looking directly at the camera. There's a light right there, so it's kind of hard. Right now, I'm cleaning my closet out, and this is part of everything that I'm trying to talk about, like these pants. But basically, if you're trying to fix your life, there's a couple different categories. I'm a creative person. I make films, and so for me, right now, I'm kind of building my life in different tiers. I have creativity as one. I have, work as another. I have like personal relationships with like family and friends, and then free time. Working on your mental health, working on your physical health, and I think the problem is a lot of times people try to attack all of them at once. Like you're trying to improve your mental health, improve your physical health, go to a therapist, go to this, do that. I've seen so many people, especially when I've been going through a bad time, recommend that I do this and that, and it can kind of stretch you thin. So I think what I've tried to do is compartmentalize. Each season can be a time. Let's see, let me figure this out. Each season can be a time to improve a specific part of your life. And it's not to say that you have to completely not do anything else. That would be crazy. But there might be a specific task or a specific thing that you could get done that could be achieved in 2 to 3 months. That wouldn't take as much time. Whereas if you spent multiple months doing it, with other things, it might not actually get, completed. So, good example, work. I started off in the beginning of 2024. I ended up losing my job in 2023. I ended up going and working as a janitor for a little bit, and it wasn't that great. So, I needed to work on that. And I put a lot of effort into trying to find a new job. I ended up getting a job in a different company, which is a lot better and a lot more satisfying. And, it's stressful sometimes. The job is stressful, but I have found myself getting, more and more into just being in my work life and trying to find balance between that. Trying to work on my craft as the person that I am in that field specifically. That is one thing I really try to pour myself into. In the last, I'd say maybe 5 to 6 months, has been really trying to perfect that, as well as my relationships with family and friends. In that case, it's just making time for people who are in your life. You don't have to, do anything grand, but you can, improve things by just literally making time. So my friend Aaron, I sometimes will call him, I'd say usually on Mondays, not always on Mondays, but most of the time on Mondays. And it's really helpful. It's really helpful because I love talking to him. He's a really good friend of mine. And we've gotten a lot closer since I just started calling him. I just started one day out of the blue saying, I'm going to call him on Monday. And then I just called him on Monday. And then I called him the week after that. And the week after that. And then you get into a rhythm. People are very rhythmic in that way, where if you keep doing something on a set day, you keep calling someone on a set day, you build a rapport, and then they expect that. And then if you don't call, you'll probably get one of those, hey, why didn't you call me? That's one way you can definitely improve your relationships with family members or friends. And another thing is what I'm doing right here. Part of why I'm doing it while I'm doing this video, because it's getting something done. You can tackle one little simple thing like your closet. My closet has always been a disaster and probably looks pretty lame. you know. So while we're doing this video, I'm going to work on getting a little bit of this done. Even if it's just 5% of this, we're going to get 5% done. And if I do that every day, you know, maybe I'll do every video like this, or maybe I'll do one video like this, but maybe at least I'll get something done. I mean, we're already, you know, 5-10 minutes into this video probably, and I've already got all this taken care of. I just think that, especially right now, we live in a very grind culture where everything has to be perfect and you have to be hustling and you have to have all this stuff together. You have to have your life together. You have to have money, cars, you know, a relationship, all this stuff. And those are all great things, but ultimately you have to just sort of work on yourself. Work on being you first before you can have those things. And I went from literally being someone who had nothing. I had lost a very significant family member. I had lost my job. I had lost a bunch of things that would be societally looked at as like, oh man, you've really taken a step down. And I just persevered. I just pushed on, and I didn't care. And I allowed myself to just live without the things that people expect you to live with. And it becomes really freeing when you really don't have anywhere else to go but up. Because so much of your life can be dictated by just all these status things, like having nice cars, having money, having anything that would give you some sort of semblance of status. And it's nice to be free from that because it allows you to start like a blank canvas, start fresh. You don't need to appease anyone through the things that you have because you don't have them. And then once you do get them again, they'll be because you've earned it. They'll be because you have given yourself the time to work on things and allowed yourself to grow and become a better person. And I really think that that's been a huge thing that I've learned this year. Is just trying to live without. And it's not to say that you don't want to have nice things, because everyone wants to have nice things. But, you know, nice things really don't make life. Nice things make a nice life if you have other good things. But nice things are just like the icing on the cake, you know? So I'd say just be cautious to assuming that if you have nice things, that means, you know, things are going good. Because sometimes the best times in life are when you're just focusing on friendships, focusing on family, and not allowing yourself to get too stressed. I think that my biggest issue, the thing that holds me back the furthest, is just getting stressed too often. And I would say that the only times that I've ever been really stressed have always been around money. They've always been when I've had a lack of it, like to such a degree that I literally needed it, or when I had so much money or I had an abundance of money, it became a stressor. And in both cases, it was always because of that. So I wouldn't put too much, you know, behind that as something that should drive your life or being a driving force in your life. I don't know. Just been thinking about it while I was cleaning my closet. So you guys comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be making more videos like this. They're going to be free form. They're going to be weird. They're going to be out of this world kind of. So if you have any good ideas for a video, let me know, okay? Peace.